So streaming has been the best thing to happen to the music industry since the government created LSD. But even as these services have arguably saved music, they're not exactly sharing the wealth.
Even though in America, people are spending more money than ever before on music, musician pay is at an all-time low. While the music industry reportedly made a whopping $43 billion in 2017, the bands and artists themselves only walked away with a mere 12% of the cut.
Spotify pays close to 70% of its revenues to the people who own the rights to the music. That's usually the recording labels.
The amount artists receive on a single play is minuscule. On Spotify, that number is somewhere around 0.004 cents per play.
Dozens of young artists coming to me on Twitter every day going, I've got however many million plays, I have 200,000 monthly listeners, I do not make minimum wage.
Aloe Blacc co-wrote the 2013 hit song Wake Me Up. It quickly became one of the most streamed songs in Pandora's history. But in an article for Wired magazine, Blacc wrote, in return for co-writing a major hit song, I've earned less than $4,000 domestically from the largest digital music service.
$4,000 for a #1 hit? Guys, you know the music industry is messed up when the guys singing your songs on the subway make more money off of it than you do. You realize if this keeps up, rappers are gonna have to start being real about how rich they are. Yeah, they're gonna be in the studio like, what's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me? Well, now that I think about it, that's more than 120% of my net worth. Because of post-tax, if I look at my net versus my, yeah, that's, oh man. Now, Spotify says that it's actually good for small artists because it makes it so easy to discover new music. And yeah, I mean, exposure is great. If you're an artist, you want your work in front of as many people as possible. That's why Banksy is always doing his street art in big cities like New York, and not in places no one goes to, like the break room at an Amazon warehouse. And most people probably think that if they discover some obscure new band and then listen to nothing else for weeks, then that band is going to get all of the money that they paid to Spotify that month. But unfortunately, that's not how it works.
The average listener, if you are listening to sort of 500 or 800 tracks a month, probably only about $2 of your $10 is going to the music that you listen to. Mm-hmm. The rest is going to music that you don't listen to.
Spotify doesn't pay artists per stream. Instead, the company takes all of the money it earns and puts it into one pie. Then it uses a complex formula to divvy that pie up between the artists, with those who get the most streams basically earning the most money. Meaning a band has to share a pie with the Drakes and Taylor Swifts and Ed Sheerans of the world, who, you can imagine, eat a lot of pie.
How big of a song do you have to make like reasonable royalties off of streaming?
You have to be Drake.
You have to be Drake. Is that the answer?
That's the answer.
Whoa! You have to be Drake? Nah, people, that's asking too much.